Good morning, America. Excuse me. My name is Danny. I'm a 49-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pits, not for children, so for under age of 18. It is not for you. While I have your attention, if you could hit like, subscribe, and share, I'd really appreciate that. Building my numbers up on YouTube. Finally hit my 100. Thank you. I believe his name was Joe. Was my 100th. If I'm wrong, you can leave it in the comment there. But thank you. And continue to like, subscribe, and share the pit. It's growing. And I grow, you grow, we grow. So anyway, topic of today's pit: aliens in Miami. Okay, so I guess this was a few days ago. I just heard about it this morning. There's a Bayside Mall there in Miami. It's called Bayside Mall, and there was about a 2 mile strip, maybe even more, of cop cars with lights going and everything surrounding this mall. Because the first incident report was there was a bunch of kids that were like basically there was a mob, they were fighting, but the response was just overwhelming even for something like that. So then as the story goes on, they said that they were between 8 to 9 foot non-human things. One guy said a couple, another guy said it might have been one that was just transporting, and that's what it was really about. And look it up on YouTube. I would have put it, but then again, like I always say, I don't want to set the narrative and then roll the clip. You watch it. But when I saw it, you see the thing walk back and forth, back and forth. It could be anything, really. I mean, I know for sure it ain't a civilian because they wouldn't have been allowed at that spot, and I know for sure it wasn't an alien. Okay, that's the second thing. I mean, I don't know how to say it anymore. As a Christian believer, you cannot believe in aliens. It's impossible. There's a firmament that God put two luminaries in, one to rule the day, one to rule the night. He put stars for us to look at. But basically, if you believe the Bible and you're a Christian, it's all just fancy wallpaper, I guess we'll say. There are no beings, and if there were, I believe God would have addressed it in the Bible. It took the book of Genesis, I believe, has 55 chapters. Okay, the book of Genesis describing the creation of the world and then on forth. I believe it's a 55 book chapter, the first book of the Bible. Genesis, I found out, Genesis 1, 8. 8, I believe it's 1, 8, 8 and 9. They use two sentences to describe the creations of the heavens. And in Genesis 4, on the fourth day, they use a paragraph to describe the creations of the heavens. And then the 50 whatever chapters are about earth. So it wasn't that important to God to educate us on what was up there. I'm one of those guys that I don't really believe we went to the moon. That's one of my little tinfoil things, but I really don't. There's a radiation belt that I guess we can't pass through, and somehow we can, and then we can't. I don't get that. But and it doesn't in the video, all the clips. It doesn't say how it ended. It don't say how it ended at all. It just said that these things were being seen, and there's all these people. There was a fight. Everybody flees. All these cops come in. This thing's walking around, but it doesn't say like how it ended. So if you know how it ended, drop me a comment. Let me know, because I'd like to know how it ended. And again, that kind of police response, there was something there, and that brings me to there are no aliens. Okay, so it's either, like I said, very advanced AI, which I do believe we have. Realistic as hell. I mean that, or because of the handful of eyewitnesses that saw this thing transporting, like going from here to here, kind of perpetuates my other theory that if they're not AI and they're not us in costumes, then they're freaking demons, and the government's working with demons, and that would make a lot of sense right now. Because of all the evil that's being exposed right now with the Epstein list and other things, and all the Hunter things, and it's just we are in a very, very volatile time right now, America. And I implore you, please, start getting into the Word. Start knowing. Arm yourself. We never know what's coming down the road. And when I say arm yourself, I don't mean with guns and machetes. I mean arm yourself. Learn, get it. So you can kind of go, no, that's not right. That's not, because he does. God does not speak of it. So if God don't speak of it, it's null and void and a moot point for me. I mean, 2 sentences and then a paragraph to describe the creations of what we all, well, a lot of people strive to get to the moon or to outer space, Mars, and then 50 something other, 50. The rest of the book is just about Earth and no other talk of alien. Don't give me this wheel and a wheel shit. That was probably an angel. Back in those days, it was a very spiritual world. Interactions, if you believe in like the Nephilim and stuff like that. But anyway, getting back to the point of the pit so I can wrap it up. Something was seen at this mall that created, like I said, about a 2-mile long strip, maybe even more, of cop cars, and surrounding this mall, and this figure walking around. But I wouldn't be alarmed. And if you remember the pit, don't be alarmed. It's not in the Bible. It's not predicted. It's not a prophecy. It's not real. So don't trouble yourself. I mean, watch it for entertainment purposes if you want, but don't put any stock in it at all. You can't. You cannot serve 2 masters. Says so in the good book, and so that means you can't believe in God and aliens at the same time. You just can't. So like I said, it's either us, it's AI, or it's demons. So take that for whatever that's worth, and look into this story yourself if you're interested. It is kind of interesting. I like the way my show's set up. I don't like doing all the technology stuff and all high energy like I'm selling a used car. I just want to get the information to you. And if that's what you're into, please hit like, subscribe, and share. It really would help me out, and it'd help you out too if you like the pit. Still doing giveaways. So, and I got my email address on my page. So you drop me your information. If I pull your name, you get a dog tag. It's been working pretty good so far. So anyway, with all that being said, stay vigilant in America. Keep looking forward, but always once in a while look back. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. Don't let them try to shake your faith. That's what this is all about. It's a distraction from bigger things like World War III, also probably co-intended to shake your faith. So don't let them win. Don't let them win. Period. So anyway, God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe today. Still really early. Call someone you love. Go see someone you love. Give them a hug. Life's short. Today's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. And God bless these wonderful and beautiful United States of America that we are lucky as hell to be living in. That even the aliens want to be here. And I'm not just talking about the fuckers coming up from the southern border either. Anyway, I meant to say either. Sometimes my dad's accent comes out through me. Anyway, that being said, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next pit. Drop comments, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you later. That didn't work.